Wijesiri, and this is my mobile coursework 2 mobile application development, and these are my all files that I have created for my application, and this is my main activity file. It is under the package.com.example.coursework2. These are all my imports. Then I have used a enum class to navigate between different screens. I have 4 screens: main menu screen, add league screens, search clubs by league screen, search club screen, and this is my main activity class. Then there's a current screen, which is a state variable to track which is the currently displaying screen, and then based on the current screen state, it will switch between different cases within here. And I have 4 screens: main menu screen, and league screen, search clubs by league screen, search clubs screen. Then this is I have used another composable function for my main menu screen, and this context will obtain the current context. And this is the layout for my main menu screen, which is using the column to arrange buttons vertically. I have added 3 buttons vertically. And then there's a modifier dot fill max size. It will give the full size with the padding, and then it will center items horizontally, and with this line it will center items vertically. Then I have added 3 buttons. And first button with the text add leagues to the database, and it will navigate to the screen add league screen. Then I have added a spacer to add a space between first button and the second button. Then second button there's a text search for clubs by league, and it will navigate to the screen search clubs by league screen. And then I have another spacer to add the space between the button 2 and a button 3. Then within the third button there's a text search for clubs, and it will navigate to the screen search club screen. And this is my main activity file. Then let's go to the add league screen file, and this is my add league screen file. These are all my imports, and this is the composable function which is responsible for adding leagues to the database. And there's a context and states to handle the error status and messages. This is my remember block, and if the database is initialization failed, it will check and display this error message, error initializing the database, and the relevant error message. If the database is initialized successfully, then within this line it will create a view model factory that requires the database as a dependency. Then it will create a view model instance by using the factory. Then I have added a button which has a text add leagues to the database, which will navigate once this button is going to be clicked, it will call the add leagues to database function within the my view model class. We will next go to the my view model class. If this database initialization is failed, then it will give the text message database not initialized. Next go to my view model class, and it is here my view model class, and this is my view model class, all the important necessary classes. And this is my view model class to manage my UI related data. And within the add league screen class, I have called this function for listing the league objects represent different football leagues. And this within the help of this function, it is easy to add leagues to my database. And this is my add leagues to database function, and this is my view model class, and this is my view model factory. These are my imports, and the factory class for creating view models with the specific constructors. And there's a if condition to check if the view model can be assigned from my view model class. And there's within the if condition block, there's a it will return a new instance of my model with the database. If the view model isn't recognized by this factory, it will throw unknown view model class message. And this is my view model factory. Let's go to the search clubs by league screen, and this is my search clubs by league screen, and these are all my imports. This I have added a composable function for searching clubs by leagues, and this is the text which is going to store the user input, user text, user input. And then this search initiated will track if the search has been initiated, it is done. And this is context for providing access for the local context. And then I have used the text field which has the label, enter league name, and fill max width. Ensure that the text field use the maximum width within the container. And then I have added a spacer to add a space between the text field and the button. Then I have added button. There's an on-click function. If the user inputted text is not going to be empty, then it will call the fetch teams function within the team view model class by passing that text. Then the search initiated will be set to true. And this button have a text retrieve class. Once the button is clicked, this function will be happening. And there's another button with the text save to database. First it is search initiated to true, and so this will become true. Then it will go to the second if condition to check if the value is empty, but if it is empty, it will show the message no clubs found. If it is not empty, then it will give the relevant output accordingly. So next we go to the team view model class, and this is my team view model class, and this will hold the list of teams and the search text for holding the current search text, and this is the fetch teams that is called by the within the search clubs by league screen. And by using this, we can fetch the teams based on the search text. And within the fetch teams, there's a try and catch block. Within the try, clubs are going to be filtered from the database by name or league, matching the search text. And if it is there's an error, it will throw an exception, and it will catch that exception and give this message. And this is my team model class, and this is my data model showing the data information about the sports team, and property to get, this is the property to get the team's official name, property to get the league name of the team, and likewise. And next go to my search club screen class, search club screen file, and these are all my imports. And this is a composable function that I have made a composable function for searching clubs from the database. And this is search content, search text. There's going to be a basic text field, and with this on change value change will update the every time the user inputted the text, and modify it will make sure that this text field will get the maximum width within the container. And it has also set the font size, and there's a button with the function search clubs and leagues within the class club search view model class. And there's going to be padding on the top, and with button for the text there's going to be search, and displaying the output will be displayed as a list of names. Let's go to the club search view model class, and this is my club search view model class, as you can see. And this is the class which will helpful, and this within this search clubs and leagues, it will helpful for searching the clubs and leagues. And this is my league class, this is league file, this is league dir file, and this is my app database. Likewise, these are all my files. Now let's run my application. It will take some time to run my application. And this is my main screen. This is my main screen with the 3 buttons I have added. One button for add leagues to the database, second button for search for clubs by leagues, and third button search for clubs. And these are my 3 buttons. I have added space between them. Let's click one button, add leagues to the database. It is not initiated, it will give an error. And next go to the second button, search for clubs by league, and let's search for a club. And it will give the relevant data likewise. And as you can see, let's Let's go to the third button, search for clubs. Let's search for club. As you can see, you can search for clubs. And this is my mobile application development coursework too. Thank you.